What's up everybody, it's Seth from Fowler Customs, and today I'm counting down my top 5 Air Jordan pickups of 2016. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't yet. But with all that being said, let's get into it. So I mentioned in a video last week that I'm going to start doing top 5s and top 10s of shoes that released this year. I think that video was my top 5 most worn sneakers of 2016. If you haven't seen it yet, there'll be a link at the top of the screen. But continuing on with this series, like I said at the beginning of the video, this is going to be my top 5 Air Jordan pickups of 2016. But before we get into the list, these 2 Air Jordans next to me are my honorable mentions that didn't quite make it on the list. Of course, you've got the True Blue 3s, which just released, and you can still grab at pretty much any retailer. Definitely a dope colorway, but this particular model, and by model I don't mean all the Air Jordan 3s, I just mean the specific Air Jordan 3. This particular pair has really been digging into my foot. When you start wearing this pair, this crease forms on the toe box, and for some reason it's been digging into my toes and cutting off my circulation, and because of that I've only been able to wear them like once or twice. But to be honest, I'm sure once I break it in more it'll be fine, but right now it's just a bummer to wear. And the second honorable mention is of course the Shattered Backboard 2.0s. They're a dope silhouette. I don't like them as much as the Shattered Backboard 1.0. I'm just not a huge fan of a lot of orange, and I like the way that the 1.0 broke up the orange with the black stripe across the front. But I mean, it's still a dope shoe. And it's an Air Jordan 1, which is my favorite silhouette, so I've gotta love it. But moving right into the list at number 5, it's the Air Jordan 12 Flu Game. Now there's a bunch of different names for this shoe. The most popular, of course, are the Breads and the Flu Games, but I mean, I don't really care about that. I just love the colorway. I love the fact that it's such a classic shoe, and also the 12s are pretty well padded, so it's also pretty comfortable. These dropped back in May, and somehow by accident, I ended up with 3 different pairs, and that seriously wasn't on purpose. I think what happened was I had asked someone to help me out with a pair. I ended up getting a pair on Nike sneakers, and then I also grabbed a pair from, I don't know, it was sitting somewhere and I picked up a pair. But 6 months later in December, I only have this one pair now, and that's because I think I returned a pair, and I might have sold a pair. I don't remember exactly what happened, but I couldn't justify having 3 different pairs, so this is the only one I have left. But overall, a dope shoe. Next up at number 4, you've got the Air Jordan 1 Black Toe. The Black Toe 1s have always been one of my favorite Air Jordan colorways. I just love the color blocking. I love the way it looks. It's a really clean silhouette. I'm really glad they brought this colorway back because I wasn't able to grab the pair from a couple years ago. And to be honest, I really prefer the cut of the 2016 pair versus the 2013 pair, and for that reason, I'm glad I grabbed them. Moving right along to number 3, it's the Air Jordan 11 Space Jam. I've said in the past that the Bread 11s are my favorite 11s, but man, the Space Jams are definitely in a close second. I love that Nike went back to the OG cut of the shoe. I really love the leather they use in the patent leather. It's really good quality. The icy soles look dope. The Jumpman on the left shoe is facing the right direction. All around, this is just a great shoe. Coming in at number 2, it's the Air Jordan 4 White Cement. You can't make a list about the best Air Jordans of 2016 without including this shoe. This is one of the most classic Air Jordan 4 colorways, and also probably one of the most classic Jordan brand colorways. It's also got the Nike Air on the back, which everyone flips about. Not only that, but the Air Jordan 4 is also one of the most wearable Air Jordans, and this colorway just sets it off. And finally coming in at number 1, a shoe I've been looking forward to for months, if not years, and in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, Air Jordan of all time. It's the Air Jordan 1 Bread. Not only is the Air Jordan 1 my favorite silhouette, it's also got my favorite colorway on my favorite silhouette, and the 2016 version of the Bread ones are also remastered, and the leather, it's crazy. I mean, it's tumbled, and it's soft, and it wears so nicely too. You've also got these really great details, like the date when the shoe was supposedly banned and the size printed on the inner lining of the shoe. My one tiny gripe about this shoe is that I wish that the red leather had been a bit more vibrant and had been a bit brighter, but I mean, this is about as close to a perfect Air Jordan as you can get. And that wraps up my list of my top 5 Air Jordan pickups of 2016. Make sure to leave a comment in the comment section down below letting me know what your top Air Jordan pickups of this year were. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to Fowler Customs if you want to see more content just like this, and follow Fowler Customs in all other forms of social media.